All the Cincinnati fans ought to be happy. They're now in the top 4 in the playoff. They're fourth.
Are they?
It'd be Cincinnati versus Georgia and Alabama, Ohio State if it happened now.
Some fun games.
Cincinnati still has to win their conference, though.
right across from me.
I need one. Come on up here, Jalen.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
All you gotta do is sound better than me. That'd be easy to do. You even sound smarter than me. That'd be. You wouldn't have to do anything to sound smarter than me.
Somebody got something out here. I think he's getting rid of the situation.
I'm connected to the station right now, and I'm showing the main feed.
So I just got this one right now. Okay. Once you get to the I'll switch over.
Okay.
And we'll test it out, make sure it's all running first. We should have plenty of time.
Now I've got the microphone. 1 2 1 2.
Marion County Park. Santa Claus will make occasional appearances for photo opportunities. Tune in to 95.3 KNIA to hear Christmas music while driving.
That's the station
That's
feed.
Today's news mini magazine on FM 94.3 and 95.3 KNIA. Find these stories and more online at KNIAKRLS.com.
Chasing Dreams is back open for business at a new location. Come check out the new place located at 210 North Lincoln Street. If you need a tattoo from Matt or a piercing from Linda, Chasing Dreams is the place to go.
slams it home on the back door cuts, and the Indians have their biggest lead of the night by 12.
Here comes Noah Allen attacking, kicking. Miller for three. Boom! Carl Miller, the driller, stretches Pella's lead to 46-38.
Oh, tipped up, controlled. Here comes JoJo Bice with 6 seconds. Fast break. Lamp is got at the other end. Noah takes the lead. 52-50. Bice the steal and runs it all the way down coast to coast. 52-50. Warriors back on top.
We'll get you ready for tonight's contest with our keys to the game, starting lineups, colors of the game, and the game time temp.
They've come out of the half firing. Agri looking for more for three. Yes! Emery Agri heating up with back-to-back trays.
Here's Emma Duncan. Catch and shoot three. Splash down, Emma Duncan.
And there's a tip and a steal, Reagan Van White. This is for the lead in transition. The layup is in. Count it in, one. And Reagan Van White puts Pella back on top.
Now let's head to the gym for all the exciting action of South Central Iowa high school basketball. I'm the one to count on for today's local sports, KNIA and KRLS.
From Panther Gym in Knoxville, we welcome you to Knoxville basketball on 95.3 KNIA and KNIAKRLS.com and the KHS Activities YouTube channel. I'm Derek Cardwell, and tonight we start our 2021-22 basketball season with a girls game tonight, and it's the battle for bragging rights along Highway 14 as the Knoxville Panthers take on the PCM Mustangs. A different look for the Knoxville Panthers this year. Gone two probably arguably of the best players that ever wore a Knoxville uniform. Of course, Katie Kite just graduated 2 years ago. Maggie Wilkins ended her career last year and is now playing at Wartburg. So what's left? Well, that's a good question because some of these girls are going to need name tags for the first few games of the season to let everybody know who they are. There are still some players from last year that are still around, as is Emma Duncan, who is a returning leading scorer at 9.9 points per game. Brittany Baycorn is back after having a very good year in volleyball this past fall, and she is back and is expected to contribute a lot more this year than she did last year. Some newer faces on the team this year. Hannah Duncan, Emma's sister, is expected to do some things this year. And also, you've got a couple of faces from last year that didn't quite get a lot of playing time, but is expected to be in the lineup again this season. Larissa Wells, who was a leading scorer in last week's Pride game against Ottumwa, where Knoxville rolled in that one by a score of 49-30. This is the Cunningham Financial Services radio pregame show. Cunningham Financial Service, Joe Cunningham, investment advisor, Knoxville native, Knoxville committed, Knoxville strong. When we come back, we'll have a conversation that aired during the Coach's Corner last Saturday with Matt Richard, kind of a season preview, if you will. That's coming up next. You're listening to the Cunningham Financial Services radio pregame show on 95.3 KNIA.
Hi, this is Derek Sparks with Hy-Vee. As you probably already know, the last year and a half has been incredibly difficult on all of our healthcare workers trying to keep us safe and healthy during the pandemic. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to our pharmacists, technicians, and support staff at the Hy-Vee pharmacies. And thank you as well to all of the healthcare workers in our local communities who have worked long hours to do what is necessary in these challenging times. Thank you from all of us at Hy-Vee.
Thinking about buying or selling your home? Hi, this is Annie with Iowa Realty Knoxville. We invite you to stop in our office on the Knoxville Square, and one of our licensed realtors will be happy to answer your questions and help you prepare for your next steps. Our office is at 119 East Main, and we're open 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to 4 on Fridays. Or call us at 641-842-2910 to make an appointment. Iowa Realty, your local real estate experts.
Hi, I'm Shay Nichols, and I'm proud to work at Knoxville Hospital and Clinics. As a Knoxville native, working at Knoxville Hospital and Clinics gives me the opportunity to make a difference in my community, and that means so much to me. Giving back to my community has always been important to me, and I'm proud to work for an organization that shares my personal views. As we continue to grow and succeed as an organization, I'm excited to be a part of that. For all of your healthcare needs, choose Knoxville Hospital and Clinics.
Good Samaritan Society in Indianola is committed to providing an unprecedented level of quality service, compassionate care, and range of amenities to ensure the residents enjoy a carefree, fulfilling lifestyle that is tailored to their needs. Proudly serving Warren County and the surrounding Des Moines areas, their friendly, professional staff is dedicated to enhancing your life, bringing you joy, and creating opportunities that care for your whole person. Give them a call today at 515-302-6791 and get the next journey of your life started the right way today.
Well, back here at Panther Gym as we're getting the JV game not underway, but just about finished. And it's a close one, 34-32. PCM leads with 26.5 seconds remaining. Knoxville led for the most part in this game, but PCM made a rally here in this fourth quarter, so not ruling out overtime in this JV game here. Well, I had a chance to talk with new Knoxville girls basketball coach Matt Richard. Of course, if you're familiar with that name, he was the interim boys coach for most of the season last year, and he's also the girls soccer coach here at Knoxville. He took over the girls program after Jim Udemark stepped down after 14 seasons at the helm, and really did an incredible job with this program. He's now not only handed over the program, but has also handed over the Panthers versus Cancer. And we'll talk about that as well in our conversation. Our conversation with Coach Matt Richard right here on 95.3 KNIA. Being joined now by Matt Richard, the new girls basketball coach at Knoxville. Matt, I'm used to talking to you after basketball season, but we're talking before basketball season. New girls coach, how's it going so far?
You know, we've had 6 practices so far, and I think players are really buying into what we're trying to do. We're getting up and down the court a lot. Pressure defense, pressure offense, that type of thing, and so far so good.
I was going to ask, what kind of style of play, knowing that you don't have that main big scorer that can go out and get you 25, 30 points like the Panthers have had the last several years. So is it pressure defense and maybe try to hold the score down a little bit?
Yeah, we've had conversations at practice where, we tell the girls, there's no Maggie Wilkins, there's no Katie Keiches coming through. Those players are very rare to come across. We are playing a pressure defense, a new defense put in. It's a man-to-man, but it's pressure. So we'll see how that goes. And, a couple different presses. We're going to try to score with our defense and get out in transition. And, hopefully, obviously, hold the score down, but we don't want to slow it down. We want to get out and go with the athletes that we have.
And, while, you want to get out in the pressure, there may be times where you'll have to run some half-court offense. So, how is that going with, okay, if we can't get out and run, here's what we want to do in the half court?
So far, when the girls have actually ran the half-court offense, we've put such an emphasis on getting up and down as fast as we can out in transition from defense to offense that they're trying to score right away, which, that's a good thing, but we need to have that, that fine line where, okay, it's clearly a case where we're not going to score in transition, and we need to be able to pull the ball back out and run our offense. When we do, I think it's looked pretty good. When we just go half court, I think they understand the concepts pretty well. It's pretty similar offense to what Jim and the coaching staff in the past has used, just a motion, read, interact type thing so far, and but we'll just keep working on it, and hopefully we'll keep improving.
How big is it that you know these girls, if not personally, you know of them, and it's not a, hi, I'm your coach, here's where I came from. I mean, you've been here for already several years, so you know who Emma Duncan is and, just some of the girls who you have on your roster.
Yeah, it's new. It's an adjustment. There's no doubt about that. However, I've coached several of them in soccer as well. I've coached Charlie Heffron for 3 years in soccer. I've coached Larissa Wells now last year in soccer. Abby Wadley's not playing right now with a knee injury, but I've coached her for 3 years. I coached her older brother. I've known a lot of these girls. I have Hannah Duncan in class. So there, while there is an adjustment period to learning my coaching style for basketball, and I'm learning them and their skills and that type of thing, it's not like said, hey, I'm a new teacher, I'm coming in, I've never met you before, and we have to build those relationships. We need to build the relationships, but it's not from scratch.
Let's talk about some of the girls. We mentioned Hannah Duncan, who's a freshman who, had a solid volleyball season. Sister Emma, who we know what she can do. Charlie Heffron, getting some size. Who are some other girls that we will be able to talk about this year?
Right now, we're looking at probably about a rotation of 10 or so. The Duncans, Emma and Hannah, Hannah, this will be her third varsity season with softball last summer, and then volleyball, obviously, and she'll step in as a freshman. She'll be a key contributor. Emma Duncan, she's been around for a long time now. Brittany Baycorn, Larissa Wells, Charlie Heffron, Peyton Horn is in there as another freshman that played quite a bit in volleyball. Anna Butel is in there. Sierra Heffron as well from softball and volleyball. So we feel like we have about 10 girls or so that we can throw out and try to stay fresh, and that will be the goal, is try to stay fresh and always go as intense as we can.
So depth, is it a concern, or do you kind of like your depth right now?
As every coach would say right now, their depth, they think they have it until the games start, and then we'll see how much depth we actually have. A couple girls decided not to play, and that's okay, so that hurt our depth a little bit. But the 10 girls that we're locking in right now, we'll feel comfortable with them. They're buying into the system. Anytime, you start the season, you try to be as healthy as possible. Emma has a little ankle tweak, which she's working back from. I think she's actually supposed to be cleared today or tomorrow, so we'll see. That's I think every coach, they can say something to you, but until the games actually start, we don't truly know.
Looking at the South Central Conference, where it is, Sheraton's got a pretty good team this year. Is that kind of the consensus around the conference this year?
You would assume so. They bring back, I think, after I got the job, I went through and looked at everybody from the conference and, percentage of your scoring returning and percentage of, seniors lost and that type of thing. And I believe they bring back 7 of their top 8 scorers. So anytime you do that, that sets you up for pretty good success. But there's other teams in the conference as well. I think Davis County, Eddyville, Clark will be a solid team, Centerville. And I'll throw us in there too, but I think the consensus right now is, media people, you're probably saying that Sheraton is, and understandably so with that much experience returning.
And, of course, the non-conference schedule doesn't do you any favors either. I know this is kind of made from the last couple of years, but, some little Hawkeye Conference teams get to play a game in Wells Fargo this year. So, you've got a pretty tough schedule in the non-conference.
Yeah, anytime you go up against little Hawkeye schools, then we also play some Raccoon River with Bondurant in there, and then we step out and go to Van Meter early in the season. That builds your schedule, and it tries to prepare you for a 4A postseason. But, we're definitely going to put a focus on the conference season. And then, if you can get a couple of those games out of conference, that's what tries to set you up for that winning record.
And, of course, in January, it's now Panthers versus Cancer, and you and your wife are now, heading that up. Early on, I always ask Coach Udemark this, how's it going a couple of months before? I've seen Facebook posts about already some items up on the auction.
Yeah, we're starting to get the items that people are donating to put up for the silent auction. We'll do that again this year. That won't change. But then we're also trying to we're getting the letters out for people to donate, and it's the same policy, where if you donate a certain amount, your name gets on the shirt. So a lot of the events will look pretty similar. We might put a couple new twists on some things. But my wife, I have to give credit to her. She's the one that does a lot of the behind the scenes type stuff. And she's done a lot of work. So if you see Megan around, tip your hat to her. So we're trying to make it as fluid of a transition as we can, and we're excited for it. We'll have that Saturday. We'll have like we said, the silent auction, and we'll have the games all day before the actual games start. And hopefully, we'll come up with some new things and put a nice little twist on it.
Nice to have a more normal season too, with full crowds, and especially full crowd for Panthers versus Cancer night.
Yeah, it's always such a special night, whether you're there just as an observer, as you're there as a coach. I've been on the boys' side for a long time. That circle out there on the court is always a pretty cool event to be part of, and you feel like you're contributing and positive in some way, and hopefully we can continue that and build on it.
All right, good luck to you. We'll hopefully talk about a lot of wins this year.
I hope so. Thanks.
And that was Matt Richard, as we had a chance to talk with him before the season began a couple of weeks ago. That aired this past Saturday on the KNIA Radio Coaches Corner. And he talked about that Panthers versus Cancer. It's rebranded now, Panthers versus Cancer. And it's going to be a little different, but it's still going to be the same thing, raising money and raising awareness for not just breast cancer, which we all kind of think about. The very first thing we think about when we hear the word cancer, but it is all of those types of cancers and all the colors of the cancer tree. And that is on January 22nd, and Sheraton will be the opponent, as the Chargers have been for nearly every cancer event. And one other event that is also one of my favorite nights of the year, Hall of Fame induction night, will be January 7th. When Albia comes to town, and we will have more on that. We'll try to get a comment from Joe Cunningham or from one of the Hall of Fame committee members a little bit later on. Probably, when we get closer to the Christmas break, we'll hopefully have him on either during a game or at some point to talk about that. And they're looking for a more of a normal Hall of Fame night with the luncheon and packing everybody in here and honoring the inductees, which is a great class this year. Doug Wilson, who probably should go into the Hall of Fame also as the one who kind of spearheaded this whole idea of having a KHS Athletics Hall of Fame. Kurt Freuen, of course, you don't really need to explain who Kurt Freuen is here in Knoxville, the volleyball coach who really put Knoxville volleyball on the map. The 2002 baseball team, though, the Class 3A state champions. My first summer covering Knoxville sports, and I get a state championship out of that. And Kevin Wadley, who, of course, you hear Kevin Wadley in his commercials all the time. He was a very successful four-sport athlete, and well, his daughter Abby is not playing basketball this year. She is a part of the basketball program as a student manager. She had a knee operation right after volleyball season, and Coach Richards said she needs to have that knee operation because she's quite the goalie in soccer this year and looking to have a fine season. Well, when we come back, we will talk more about tonight's ball game between Knoxville and PCM. It's a season opener for the Panthers, the second game for the Mustangs. You're listening to the Cunningham Financial Services radio pregame show on 95.3 KNIA.
Our patient census is always changing. Our patients' problems are always changing. The needs of our community are always evolving. With that, there obviously needs to be improvements in our emergency department so we can meet those demands of our patients.
And just the satisfaction of being able to help the customer and keep them up and running with the machines that they use.
Start the search for your career at Vermeer by visiting vermeer.com/careers.
Hi, this is Derek Sparks, District Store Director with Knoxville Hy-Vee. We are so thankful for our team members who help provide a helpful smile in every aisle. And I'd like to take a moment to congratulate our 2021 Service Award winners. Thank you, Brittany Malone for 5 years of service, Meg Atwater for 15 years of service, and Paul Herman and Lisa Huff and Sheena Wignall for 20 years of service. You are all appreciated. Thank you for your years of service at Hy-Vee.
At H&R Block, we want you to focus on your business while we handle your books. From payroll and bookkeeping to expert tax preparation and advice, we're ready to put our expertise to work on your small business. We're year-round services that you need and the one-on-one attention you deserve. Partner with H&R Block Business Services. Stop by our offices in Knoxville, Sheraton, and Newton, or give us a call at any of our local offices to learn more.
At participating offices, services do not include audit, attest, or other services for which a license is required.
There really is an I in team. It's the individual service and individual attention every buyer or seller receives when they work with the Sundance Realty team. They know that every home sale is not a cookie-cutter operation. Each client has individual needs and wants, and the Sundance team delivers. I'm Ryan Roberts, buying or selling a home. The Sundance team works with you like you're the only customer. Individual service. Homes sold, dreams delivered every day. Sundance Realty, Knoxville's only locally owned and operated real estate company.
Back here at Knoxville's Panther Gym as we get set for high school girls basketball tonight. Knoxville taking on PCM. Of course, last season, Knoxville went 15-6, 10-2 in the South Central Conference, and that was good enough for second place. Last year, these two teams had a rock fight up in Monroe, winning 39-32. And series history, at least since 2001, Knoxville leads in a close series, 9-7. Panthers have dominated as of late, winning the last 4 and 4 of the last 6 and 6 of the last 8. Some things Knoxville's going to want to pay attention to tonight. It's a new makeup of the team, coaches, players. So how will the players and Panthers fit together this year? That remains to be seen. Very short sample size. They looked really good against Ottumwa, and Ottumwa is a team that's down this year big time. They've got several freshmen on the team, and they probably will be struggling a lot, but good for confidence. Talking to a couple girls before the JV game, and they said they really got a lot of confidence in that game last Tuesday night. And we'll see if that translates into early season success. Who will score this year? You don't have any Maggie Wilkins or Katie Keinches coming through the doors now. So somebody's, plural, are probably going to have to score. And if they can get balanced scoring like they did Tuesday night, Larissa Wells had a really good game. 13 points. Anna Butel and a couple of other girls were in double figures against Ottumwa. So if they can get that kind of scoring production out of several girls, they could be having a lot of success this year. What do you expect from PCM? A new coach, just like Knoxville, Sammy Allison Rodriguez, and she actually has coached a little bit on the college level as well. She played collegiately out east and decided to move back closer to home. She's originally from around the Fairfield area. And we'll see what the Mustangs bring. They were defeated by Sheraton on Saturday night by a score of 54-32. Sheraton's going to be a really good team this year, I think, and they're probably the favorite going into the South Central Conference. Well, when we come back, we'll have more on tonight's game. You're listening to the Cunningham Financial Services Radio pregame show on 95.3 KNIA.
Hi, I'm Robert Coffey, ag lender at Marine. We salute the farmers and families and agreements around the county. We know that for today's farmers and successful 6 million new harvest application, it takes a commitment. Marine County Bank is committed to our area farmers' success. As our area's leading ag bank, we invite you to visit our ag loan office and tell our Knoxville office for all the ag loan and need concerns and opportunities. We have the experience and expertise to help with your farming operation. Marine County Bank, serving you, building communities. Member FDIC.
Keeping your family comfortable does not have to be expensive. Keeping your home comfort system running at peak performance can save you hundreds of dollars each year. Changing filters in your system regularly is something that is simple and inexpensive. New high-efficiency heating and cooling systems can save your family even more. You'll also save with seasonal discounts, factory rebates, and huge tax incentives. Brookwood Incorporated is Knoxville's exclusive Limits Premier dealer. Call 842-4315 today. That's 842-4315 for Brookwood Incorporated in Knoxville.
Let the fall savings begin at your local Knoxville Farm and Home. Check out the clothing from these brand names like Keys, Harriet, Carhartt, Levi, and Wrangler. Keep your feet and hands safe with all of the brands of work boots and gloves. The fall weather here, check out the great savings on portable heaters. That's Knoxville Farm and Home, what a farm and home store should be.
If you need health insurance for you or your family, contact Farm Bureau agent Cliff Douglas in Knoxville. As an authorized independent agent for Wellmark, he knows health insurance and can help you sort through your options and get the coverage you need. You'll rest easier knowing you're covered. Open enrollment is November 1st through December 15th. Contact Farm Bureau agent Cliff Douglas today to see how he can help you get quality coverage that fits your needs. Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield of Iowa is an independent licensee of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Products available at Farmer Bureau Financial Services.
Back here at Knoxville High School as we get set for high school basketball on 95.3 KNIA and the KHS Activities YouTube channel. Nice to be aligned with the YouTube channel. Michael Splavik running the controls on the YouTube channel, and he's also doubling up. He's multitasking tonight as he's also the DJ here at Knoxville. So he literally has to get up from the YouTube camera and go down about 4 or 5 rows and manage the music on the PA system as well. So kudos to Michael Splavik as he is doing double duty here tonight. Well, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup presented by Chasing Dreams Tattoos and for the PCM Mustangs. They're 0-1 on the season under first-year coach Sammy Allison Rodriguez, and they will go like this. Paige Steenhook will be one starter. Sophia Steenhook will be the other starter, and Addison Steenhook will be a third starter. Yes, all 3 of those Steenhooks are sisters. So Alex Cook, if you're paying attention, you're going to have a ball covering PCM to this year with 3 Steenhooks potentially in the starting lineup at one time. Emily Foster is another starter for the Mustangs. She scored 4 points against Sheraton on Saturday. And also Evelyn Burkett is another starter. For the Knoxville Panthers, a little different than normal. Emma Duncan is going to play tonight, but she will not be starting. Brittany Baycorn will be one starter. She averaged 2.7 points per game last year. Larissa Wells, who averaged 1.7 per game last year and scored 13 against Ottumwa on Tuesday. Another starter is Hannah Duncan, the freshman and Emma's younger sister, who looked really good last week against Ottumwa. Also starting is Anna Butel, and also another starter is Charlie Heffron. Heffron averaged less than a point per game last year, so she's expected to really contribute this year as well. Those are tonight's starting lineups presented by Chasing Dreams Tattoos. If you can think it, they can ink it. Let's check the game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating, and it's kind of a mild night right now. 50 degrees currently in Knoxville. Nice and comfortable inside the Knoxville High School gym. If your home isn't staying comfortable during the cold Iowa winter, call on the heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella. You'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear Van Haften's. We'll come back and we'll have tonight's opening tip. You've been listening to the Cunningham Financial Services radio pregame show. Cunningham Financial Service. Knoxville strong, Knoxville proud. That's Cunningham Financial Services. More on KNIA.
Does the Dentist of the Year receive a little plaque? This is Dr. Bradley Haggerty with Prairie City Dental Services. You owe it to yourself to take care of your teeth and to become part of our dental family. Along with our skilled staff, Dr. Miranda and I treat patients of all ages. We are currently accepting new patients. Our office provides a variety of dental services, from IV sedation and wisdom tooth removal to cosmetic dentistry and routine 6-month checkups, where we'll help you get rid of plaque. Come see us at Prairie City Dental Services, just northwest of the square in downtown Prairie City.
Our holiday meat certificate and pie promotion is back again this year at Bruxford's Home Center in Pella. When you make any $500 purchase this holiday season, you'll get a free Pella Nursery pie and a meat certificate to one of our local meat markets. These free holiday trimmings are yours with any $500 purchase, whether it's appliances, furniture, bedding, accessories, or anything else in the store. Merry Christmas from our entire family at Bruxford's Home Center in Pella.
Back here at Knoxville High School as the Panthers and Mustangs are getting set to go at it here. And we are about ready to go. Tip away, controlled by the Panthers. And immediately a steal by PCM. With the ball is Addison Steenhook. Into Sophia Steenhook, missed it, rebound to Knoxville. Brittany Baycorn has it on the break, a 1-on-2, puts a shot up, no good, and the rebound to the Mustangs. PCM with the ball. Here is Paige Steenhook with it, up top to Addison Steenhook. Lobs a pass to Paige. Now inside to Emily Foster. Foster from the free throw line, banking no good. And Charlie Heffron has a rebound. And a steal on the other end by PCM. And another steal on the other end by Knoxville. No score as of right now. So here is a shot. It's no good. And a shot that is going in, or no, it was a rebound. And on the other end, PCM steals it again. Down on the other end, and it is Emily Foster who missed the shot, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with PCM.
Emma Duncan in for Panthers.
So Emma Duncan now will come in for Knoxville. And another steal by the Panthers. And Duncan now with the ball, running the point. Duncan feeds it in, intended for Hannah, taps it inside to Charlie Heffron, who puts it in, count it, and put her on the line. Charlie Heffron, kind of a fall-away jump shot, got fouled. Foul went on Paige Steenhook, her first, and team's first of the half.
Marissa Wells back in for the Panthers.
Larissa Wells in for the Panthers. And Heffron will put that one in, and it is good. And that is a 3-0 lead for Knoxville. Now with the ball is Paige Steenhook. She'll get it to the near side to Burkett. Burkett a 3, and it's good. Evelyn Burkett, who did not score against Sheraton, cans a 3 to tie the game. So here is Knoxville. Heffron has it over to Larissa Wells. She'll launch a 3, no good. Rebound tapped in, was tried to get tapped in by Brittany Baycorn, and it slammed off the bottom of the basket, and it'll go over to PCM. With the ball is Addison Steenhook, and an over and back call. She met Larissa Wells right there at the logo, and Larissa played good defense, caused that turnover. So here is Hannah Duncan now. Duncan now drives into the lane, lost the ball, but picked up by Baycorn, gets it to Wells on the baseline, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound, ping pongs out into the hands of Baycorn. They'll set it up again. Baycorn, top of the key, goes left side to Emma Duncan. Emma now on the dribble, goes to Wells, top of the key. Larissa now out to Charlie Heffron, takes a 3, back out to Emma. Emma top of the key, in between the rings, goes to Wells. Larissa holding high, goes to Baycorn, driving to the basket, off balance shot. She got hammered, and I think she'll go to the line for a pair. We'll see who the foul is on. That's going to go, I believe, on Sophia Steenhook. That'll be her first and team's second. 4:17 remaining in the first quarter. 3 apiece between Knoxville and PCM, but Brittany Baycorn looking to untie that and give Knoxville the lead back. And she cannot do that. Last year from the line, Baycorn was just 42%. Hannah Duncan now into the game for Knoxville. Wells, Duncan, Sierra Heffron, and Brittany Baycorn. Baycorn goes 1 for 2, and it's 4-3 Knoxville. little bit of pressure by Knoxville. Here's Paige Steenhook getting across the timeline. She'll throw it over to Buswell. Buswell on the baseline. Back to Steenhook. Paige Steenhook over to Burkett. Burkett now back to Steenhook. She'll launch a long three, banging wildly. Rebound taken away, and a tie-up, I believe. Yeah, they're going to call tie-up. Larissa Wells doing a nice job there of tying up Addison Steenhook, and they'll stay with PCM on the possession turn. Addison Steenhook, 16 points in her debut against Sheraton. She supposedly is the one of the better athletes of that family. Here's Addison Steenhook, top of the key, over on the right side. Steenhook against Brittany Baycorn, goes towards the baseline, gets it off to Foster. Emily Foster inside to Sophia Steenhook. She gets called for traveling as she goes to the rim. So PCM turns it over to Knoxville. So the Panthers facing some full court pressure. Here's Hannah Duncan. She'll get it to Larissa Wells, and Larissa will drive it down the right side. Wells now stops. Addison Steenhook on her, goes to Brittany Baycorn up top. Baycorn back to Sierra Heffron. Sierra now dumps it inside to Baycorn. Turnaround shot off balance. Didn't have much of a chance. Right idea. She was open, just didn't get a good look at it. On the other end is Addison Steenhook. Coast to coast, missed it badly. And Emma Duncan has the rebound. And they're going to call a foul on PCM. That's going to go, I believe, on Sophia Steenhook, and that is 2 already on her. And getting up off the bench immediately is Maddie Reed for the Mustangs. Let's give you the colors of the game, brought to you by Brookwood Incorporated. PCM in the Cardinal with white and gold trim. Knoxville in the home whites with black and gold trim. Tonight's colors of the game presented by Brookwood Incorporated, your premier Lennox dealer serving Knoxville, Newton, Grinnell, and the surrounding communities. On the other end, Sierra Heffron can't get the shot to go. Butel with the rebound, and she'll reset it out to Larissa Wells. Over to Emma Duncan. Duncan on the left side. Drives in, puts up the floater. Banking, no good. Rebound, Brittany Baycorn gets it blocked, puts it back up, no good. Rebound to Sierra Heffron. She crashed the board, couldn't handle it. And if she gets it knocked out of her grasp, then it'll stay with Knoxville. I'm impressed how Knoxville's crashing the boards. They need to. Not a lot of size out there right now. Baycorn will trigger in. She'll lob it in to Emma Duncan. Catch and shoot three is no good. Back up and good by Brittany Baycorn. Brittany Baycorn doing a nice job inside. 6-3 Knoxville with the lead. Here is Maddie Reed on the other end. She'll drive the baseline and puts it up and in. 6-5 now for Knoxville. Now here comes Larissa Wells with Addison Steenhook on her, and she's going to get called for a foul. Steenhook's first. And the team's fourth. So Knoxville will have it. And here comes Emma Duncan. Duncan across midcourt, 2:20 remaining in the first quarter. 6-5 Knoxville. Duncan towards the baseline to Butel. Three on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound to Brittany Baycorn, and she'll get it knocked out of bounds. That's at least a third or fourth offensive board for Brittany Baycorn tonight. Timeout called by Knoxville. Coach Matt Richard looking to draw up something. It's a 30-second timeout. 2:13 remaining in this first quarter of play. Knoxville 6, PCM 5. Give you a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Cliff Douglas instant radio update. Mount Pleasant at the half, or Pella at the half, leads Mount Pleasant by a score of 39-20. And early on in the game, it is Pella Christian 8, Montezuma 6, with 3:26 left in the first quarter. Pella girls are supposed to be very good this year. I guess you could say they were down for themselves last year, or to their standards. And that'll be the final game of the before Christmas break for the Panthers over in Pella this year. Here is Baycorn, now to Butel. Anna Butel back over to Emma Duncan. Fakes a three, puts up that 16-footer, and good. Emma Duncan gets her first two of the night. 8-5 Knoxville with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Here comes Addison Steenhook with the ball. Steenhook behind the back dribble, almost lost it. Stops, gets it over to Paige Steenhook. Knocked away and out of bounds. Sierra Heffron put a paw on it to whack it out to the end line. And here comes Hannah Duncan back in. Looks like Charlie Heffron will come in as well. Larissa Wells and Sierra Heffron will check out of the game and head to the bench for a break. Inbounding is Ellie Davis for PCM. Gets it in, knocked away by Emma Duncan. I'm impressed with the lively hands for Knoxville as well tonight. Inbounding again is Ellie Davis. Right in front of the Panther pit, too. Not an enviable position if you're the visiting team. And here's a steal by Charlie Heffron. She'll overthrow Brittany Baycorn, and it's picked up by Addison Steenhook. And then Steenhook runs into Heffron at the mid-court stripe. It's taken away by Hannah Duncan. She will lay it up, no good. And the rebound comes down to PCM. And there is all kinds of contact. Both coaches were wanting fouls at different times. Both are up asking the referee if they really saw anything. They're letting them play. Here's Hannah Duncan with the ball. Hannah goes over to Emma. Emma now drops it inside to Charlie Heffron, puts it up way off the mark. Rebound to Knoxville, to PCM. Maddie Reed will get it to Addison Steenhook. Steenhook across the logo. Gets a pick, and I mean, she got a pick hard by Brittany Baycorn. Here's Reed with the ball. Reed drives the baseline, puts a shot up, and a foul. That will be on Knoxville. Foul will go on Brittany Baycorn. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter. At the line will be Maddie Reed. 2 rebounds to her credit on Saturday against Sheraton. And she hits the first free throw to get it to an 8-6 game. Free throw by Reed. Larissa Wells checks back in. She'll replace Brittany Baycorn. So the lineup for Knoxville is Wells, Butel, Heffron, Duncan, and Duncan. Reed's second free throw is way off the mark, didn't even hit the rim, and Knoxville will get it out of bounds. Not exactly an air ball, it did nick the net. Now here is Hannah, or make that Emma Duncan. I know I'm going to get those two mixed up for sure this year, and their numbers are quite similar too. One's 12 and one's 15. Here's Heffron with the ball. Charlie goes over to Larissa Wells in between the rings. Wells, couple dribbles towards the top of the key. Now she'll start to drive, gets it off to Hannah Duncan, puts up the runner, guts it blocked, and she will get it to Maddie Reed. Reed down court to Paige, or to Addison Steenhook. Steenhook in the lane, goes out to Paige Steenhook for the three. It is no good. Rebound by Davis, and she gets tied up. It'll stay with PCM on the possession turn. 39.1 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 8-6 Knoxville, about where we thought it would be. Paige Steenhook to trigger in, trying to find someone, lobs it inside to make that Emily Foster, gets it taken away. Down court, here's Anna Butel with the ball. Butel goes towards the baseline, puts up the shot way off the mark. I think she might have got confused on the time there. Addison Steenhook now across the timeline. Steenhook in between the rings. Scan, it's taken away again by Charlie Heffron. Heffron with 13 seconds remaining. Will spin, will put it up, and couldn't get it. Rebound, Hannah Duncan, and she gets fouled. Hannah Duncan right there under the basket to get the rebound, and a couple of free throws coming her way. Foul went on Ellie Davis, her first, team's 5th. And at the line will be Hannah Duncan. Of course, was an 8th grader last year, so she was working in the junior high ranks. She misses the first free throw. Hannah had a really solid volleyball season this past year, and in summer she really impressed during softball season as an 8th grader. Second shot on the way from Hannah Duncan. Gets that one to go. 9-6 Knoxville with 8.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And Larissa Wells fouls Addison Steenhook 90 feet from the basket. Coach Richard probably not exactly liking that decision there. Here comes Steenhook again. Steenhook across the timeline with 4, with 3. Steenhook near side. Steenhook goes over to Page. Steenhook with 1, and it goes out of bounds with a half-second remaining. Knoxville will get it for the final half-second of the first quarter. Hannah Duncan will trigger into Emma Duncan. I'm sure just Emma will just hold it, and we'll head on to the second quarter play. Here's Emma. She'll fire it. He'll fall short. And that's the end of the first quarter. Knoxville 9 and PCM 6. This is Knoxville basketball from the Knoxville Hospital and Clinics radio broadcast booth on KNIA.
Jake Crozier of People's Bank in Knoxville shares his football experiences.
Playing football at Twin Cedars taught me more than just how to be a good sport. It taught me how to be a gracious winner and how to keep my head held high, even when we lost. Winning was a lot more fun. Teamwork, discipline, and commitment to doing what it takes to not let your team down. It's like our team at People's Bank. We are committed to each and every one of our customers, as well as the communities we serve.
People's Bank, Knoxville's community champion, member FDIC.
Our team at D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola, DarmandFord.com.
Ready to start the second quarter of play here in Knoxville. 9-6 Knoxville with the lead over the PCM Mustangs. Knoxville will get it first crack in this first quarter, or second quarter. Here is Emma Duncan, and she way overthrew her sister. Probably a good idea because Hannah had a lane on the baseline, and Emma just overthrew it. Now here's Paige Steenhook, and another foul on Larissa Wells, and that is 2 on her already. So a little bit of foul trouble for one of the starters for Knoxville, and Larissa knew what she did, and she just kind of put up her hands and just said, no, I didn't want to do that. She'll go to the bench probably for a good chunk of this second quarter. Now here's Addison Steenhook, picked up by Brittany Baycorn. Steenhook into the top of the key, looks around, throws it off to Emily Foster. Foster on the block, Foster to the rack, and she scores. She got way around Brittany Baycorn and gives PCM their 8th point, and it's 9-8 Knoxville. On the other end, here's Hannah Duncan in the corner, left side. Goes to Charlie Heffron. Heffron into the lane, puts up the shot and scores! How that went in, I don't know. Threw up a piece of trash, and it comes down golden. Now here is Paige Steenhook. Steenhook double teamed and a tie-up. And it'll stay with Knoxville, or stay with PCM. Knoxville is playing some really good defense right now, and timeout is being called by PCM, or no? Coach Rodriguez wanted a timeout, and she said, no, we'll save it. Inbounding is Ellie Davis, and a violation on the inbound, so it'll go to Knoxville. Davis probably stepped her foot on over the line, which you cannot do. So Knoxville will have it, leading 11-8 with 7:04 remaining in the first half. Panther Pit very vocal tonight, and a good crowd on hand. Here is Anna Butel, gets it to Emma Duncan, back to Butel, working on the left side, goes over to Brittany Baycorn. Baycorn on the dribble right side, and she threw it away right in the hands of Addison Steenhook. Steenhook goes into the lane, will put it up, and gets fouled. Either Hannah Duncan, or either Emma Duncan or Baycorn. And that will go on Emma Duncan. That will be her first foul, team's 4th. And that'll be 2 shots for Addison Steenhook, who, again, 16 points on the night against Sheraton. 16 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Thing is, those 16 points came with a ton of shots. Sheraton made her earn those 16 points. She only shot 16% from the field. She does make the first free throw. She was 60% from the free throw line on Saturday. course, last year did not play. She, too, was an 8th grader. And a lot of talk about this Addison Steenhook gal. And I can tell she's going to be a good player. She's got some skills. She makes both of them to close the gap to 11-10. PCM trailing Knoxville. Now here is Emma Duncan with the ball. Emma, and she overshoots Hannah again. And again, it was kind of on the baseline where Hannah had a little bit of a lane to go through. Sophia Steenhook back in. She's got 2 fouls. So I believe we've got, no, just 2 of the Steenhooks out. Paige is on the bench. Addison and Sophia are on the court. Sophia with the ball, baseline. Gets it to Addison, intercepted by Brittany Baycorn. Baycorn going down the left side, will lay it up, no good. Rebound out of bounds. It will be PCM ball. Coach Matt Richard wanting a foul, and I'm not so sure that I agree with him, because Emma went in there and 2 PCM girls came swooping down on her. Here is Sophia Steenhook with the ball inside to Addison Steenhook. Puts it up and couldn't get it. Rebound to Charlie Heffron. Heffron now to Emma Duncan. Duncan now dribbling across the logo. 5:57 remaining in the first half. Emma between the circles. Goes over to Brittany Baycorn, baseline. Baycorn now lost the ball, got it back, flips it back to Emma. 3 on the way, way off the mark. Rebound to Hannah Duncan on the baseline. Hannah now drives in, gets it back out to Heffron. Now back up top to Emma, around to Baycorn. Brittany now drives in, puts up the leaner, no good, and rebound to Sophia Steenhook. Knoxville's getting shots, just not falling right now. Here is Steenhook with the ball. Gets it over to Maddie Reed, to Riley Johannes, who just checked into the game. Now the ball's loose, gets it picked up by Steenhook, and she overthrows Johannes by a couple of feet. And here comes Paige Steenhook. She will check in for Maddie Reed. And Evelyn Burkett will come in as well. 5:13 remaining in this first half. 11-10 Knoxville. It's been what we expected, a low-scoring, kind of a, not really a rock fight, but just a lot of defense and good defense, especially by Knoxville. Here's Hannah Duncan, top of the key. Goes to Larissa Wells. Wells will put up the floater. No good. Rebound to Emma Duncan. Pass to Brittany Baycorn. Puts up the shot and could not get that one. Wide open shots, and just seems like there's a lid on the basket for the Panthers right now. Here is Sophia Steenhook, gets a pass from Addison Steenhook, and that was way too fast for Sophia to gather in. 4:45 remaining, and Knoxville will have it. Panthers trying to build on a 1-point advantage. Larissa Wells has the ball, and a timeout and a violation on Knoxville, apparently a moving screen on Brittany Baycorn. And both teams have turned it over as well. Peyton Horn into the contest, another freshman for the Panthers. A lot of youngins on the team this year for Knoxville, but a lot of these younger players, they've got some skills that here in about another year or so might be very evident of how much progress this team can make. Here is Addison Steenhook. Steenhook now with Hannah Duncan on her. That's freshman against freshman. Inside to Paige Steenhook. Steenhook now looks around, nearly traveled. Lobs a pass over to Evelyn Burkett. Put up the shot, no good. Battle for the rebound on the floor. Tied up, and it will go to Knoxville this time. 4:08 remaining first half. 11-10 Knoxville. We've been stuck on 11-10 for quite some time. Larissa Wells will bring it up. Wells across midcourt. Wells gets it into Butel, puts up the shot, blocked, and the rebound to Paige Steenhook. Now here comes Addison Steenhook with the ball. Steenhook lost it out of bounds, and no, was not knocked out of bounds by Hannah. Good defense by Hannah Duncan. Already impressed with that young lady. Sierra Heffron will replace Larissa Wells in the lineup for Knoxville. And here comes Emma Duncan with the ball. Emma across the logo. Lost it, got it back, drives into the lane, gets it whacked out of her hands and out of bounds, and Emma just kind of looks at the official, says, she absolutely slapped me on the wrist. So Emma will trigger in on the N of Panthers. And I think she's getting an explanation from the official on why he didn't call a foul. And now one of the PCM coaches has a question. Now one of the officials calling over to talk to Coach Rodriguez. And it looks like everything is all good. Emma Duncan lobs out to Anna Butel. Butel now top of the key. She'll drive in, cut off, and then throws it away. She hesitated to shoot, and then she wanted to go out to someone on the perimeter, and no one was there. So Knoxville turns it over again. Here comes Addison Steenhook with the ball. Steenhook gets it to Evelyn Burkett. Out to Steenhook, 3 on the way, short. Rebound is chased down by Hannah Duncan. Duncan across the timeline, 2-on-2 break, and then she lost it out of bounds right through the hands of Addison Steenhook. So Knoxville's got to have that ball. I was going to say, Evelyn Burkett thought that she'd pull a fast one there, and the official said, no, white team has the ball. Here's Peyton Horn with the ball, top of the key. Horn gets it to Emma Duncan, top of the key. Emma now to 2-3 zone by PCM. Emma now lost it, and it goes out of bounds. Boy, Knoxville is really stagnant, and luckily for the Panthers, they're playing good defense and really not giving PCM a lot of chances either. 2:59 remaining in the first half. It is still 11-10 Knoxville. It was 9-6 at the end of the first quarter. Here's Evelyn Burkett with the ball. Burkett goes to Foster. Now to Steenhook. Here's Paige Steenhook. Falls down, and she gets fouled. I'll call Charlie Heffron for that. That will be her first and team 6th. Inbounding is Sophia Steenhook. All 3 Steenhooks are in the game. Paige has it now. Dumps it in to Emily Foster. Foster spinning around the lane out to Steenhook. Back inside to Sophia. Double team. Here's Foster with the shot. No good. Rebound. Flying in there is Hannah Duncan. And Sophia Steenhook just committed her 3rd foul. Nope, they're going to give that to Addison, I guess. I didn't even think Addison Steenhook was even anywhere near that. Either way, a little foul trouble mounting up for both teams now. Here is Emma Duncan directing traffic on the left side on the dribble. Emma looks toward the baseline, nothing there. Now she'll bring it around into Hannah Duncan. Drives in, puts up the shot, banking no good. Too hard off the backboard. And Paige Steenhook has the ball. Down court, here is Burkett with the ball. Burkett has it yanked away. Sierra Heffron takes it away. Gets it to Emma Duncan. Emma across midcourt, down to 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Here is Emma from the free throw line, and the Bank of Knoxville is open for evening deposits, and a timeout called by PCM. Emma Duncan called bank, and it went in 13-10 Knoxville. A 30-second timeout called by Sammy Allison Rodriguez. Reminder that Saturday, get your sports day off started right at 9 a.m. with Knoxville KNIA Radio Coaches Corner. It's at 9 a.m. We'll be talking boys basketball and wrestling this week, giving the boys basketball coaches a chance to preview and whatnot. 1:55 remaining in the first half. 13-10 is the score with Knoxville on top of PCM. Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Cliff Douglas, Instant Radio Update. Indianola leads Urbandale 18-9. That's after 1 quarter of play. Here's Addison Steenhook, flips to Paige Steenhook. She'll drive in, nearly traveled, and she threw it away and out of bounds. Was it touched by Knoxville? No, it wasn't. So it's another turnover for PCM. I would imagine PCM has probably got as many turnovers as points by now. Here comes Emma Duncan with the ball across midcourt in the logo. Stay tuned. We will have the People's Bank Radio halftime show and another violation away from the ball on Knoxville. I think it's another moving screen. They're going to call Anna Anderson. So Anna Anderson gets her first foul call for the Panthers, sophomore for Knoxville. Here's Ellie Davis across the timeline to Addison Steenhook. Steenhook towards the baseline, gets caught, and she'll get it out to Paige. Steenhook launches a three, way off the mark. Rebound is chased down, out of bounds. It'll stay with PCM. Heffron and Paige Steenhook went after it, and Paige Steenhook took kind of a tumble there. She got up after it. Inbounding is Ellie Davis. Davis, and she just threw it away, and nobody was in the neighborhood of that one. Not sure where she was going with that ball, but unless she thought someone was going to be in the spot where she threw it. Anna Butel back in for Knoxville with 1:18 remaining in the second quarter. 13-10, Knoxville leading PCM. Sierra Heffron, Charlie Heffron, Anna Butel, and the Duncan. So we got 2 Heffrons and 2 Duncans on the court now for Knoxville. Here is Emma driving to the basket, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound to, well, Hannah had it for a moment, then yanked away by Addison Steenhook. Steenhook on the left side, gets to Paige Steenhook. Paige inside to Foster. Foster out to Paige Steenhook with a three, and she got it. We're tied. First three-pointer of the night goes to PCM. 50 seconds remaining. And here is Hannah Duncan over to Sierra Heffron. Sierra in the corner, and a travel called. I would say Knoxville probably getting a little too quick on these decisions. Anna Anderson back in for Knoxville. Emily Foster over to Addison Steenhook. Steenhook goes to Davis. Ellie Davis now to Paige Steenhook, top of the key. Steenhook dumps it in, tipped out of bounds, saved, but it will go to Knoxville. And Butel will come back in for Anna Anderson. I think Coach Richards there subbing offense for defense here in the last half of this quarter. 25.2 seconds remaining. 13 apiece, and we'll see if Knoxville keeps it for the final shot of the night, or the first half. Here is Emma Duncan, hook pass to Butel in the corner. Butel now to Charlie Heffron. Charlie hands it off to Hannah Duncan. Hannah drives in, gets it out to Emma. She'll take a long three, no good. Rebound, tapped around. Heffron has it, back up, no good. And she'll go to the line with 0.2 of a second remaining. That foul went on Ellie Davis, her second. And at the line will be Charlie Heffron, who will have 2 shots at the free throw line. First one on the way, and it is no good. Last year, Knoxville was 63% from the free throw line. That was actually good enough for first place in the South Central Conference, but I'm going to think they're going to need to be a lot better than that to challenge. Charlie makes both free throws, and Peyton Horn will come in for the final 0.2 of a second of this half. Inbounding will be Emily Foster, or nope, make that Ellie Davis. And literally, it's you cannot get a shot off, and they won't. And that'll be the first half. With the score, Knoxville 14 and PCM 13. We will come back for the People's Bank Radio Halftime Show right here on 95.3 KNIA.
where they'll compete at the State Dance Championships in lyrical, novelty, and palm, along with 7 soloists. Please give it up for your Knoxville dance team.
We're kicking it off with an eating workout.
Back here, open up our high school basketball coverage. This is the Mustangs Radio Mustangs Show. Mustangs in Knoxville. Knoxville on top of
And challenges presented to them in the classroom.
Your future is our purpose. I choose Knoxville Schools.
The Knoxville Community School District is also thrilled to bring back our annual Youth Frontiers Retreat, in which our 9th grade students meet with leaders from other grades and get to know each other as they focus on respect. The fall is packed with excitement at the Knoxville Community School District. Check out what's happening at the Knoxville High School.
Your future is our purpose. I choose Knoxville Schools.
Medicare can be complicated, but not with Wellmark. Call Farm Bureau agent Cliff Douglas in Knoxville at 641-842-6214 to make choosing the right Medicare plan easy. Cliff Douglas is available anytime to answer all your questions, walk you through the process, and make sure you're getting a plan to meet your needs so you can find coverage confidence. Cliff Douglas is a local authorized independent agent for Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa. To be eligible, you must reside in the service area of the plan. Wellmark Medicare Supplement insurance plans are not affiliated with any government agency. Products available at Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Are you suffering from incontinence, low testosterone, bladder control issues, or erectile dysfunction? Don't be embarrassed or delay treatment. Knoxville Hospital and Clinics provides comprehensive care for a wide variety of issues for both men and women. Urologist Dr. Kevin Barusing works closely with his patients to provide the latest treatments to help patients return to their normal daily activity. To schedule your appointment with Dr. Barusing at the Knoxville Hospital and Clinics, call 641-842-1555.
Back here at the Panther Gym as we are at halftime. Knoxville 14, PCM 13 as the Panthers and Mustangs going at it tonight here in the opener for Knoxville and the second game for PCM. Let's take a look at some scores from around our area, the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. And Pella is leading Mount Pleasant by a score of 53-26 after 3 quarters of play. At the half, Montezuma 41, Pella Christian 22. And at the last check, it was Indianola leading Urbandale 18-9 at the end of 1. We do have our first final. Twin Cedars gets its first win in the Zach Duncan era, 40-23 over Orient Maxburg. So the Sabres now 1-0 on the season. Here it is 14-13, Knoxville leading PCM at the halftime break. That's been a look at today's scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas. They're serving you and building community across the county. When we come back, we'll have more on the People's Bank Radio Halftime Show. Right after this, you're listening to the People's Bank Radio Halftime Show on 95.3 KNIA.
Make this holiday season the best yet. Ditch your credit card and go to Community First Credit Union. We're offering an unsecured personal loan special. You can borrow between $500 and $5,000 with an annual percentage rate as low as 5.49%. She First offers easy online applications and there's no collateral requirements. Apply at c1stcu.com or stop in today for details. Rates and terms are dependent on credit qualifications. Offer is subject to credit approval and program qualifications. C First is federally insured with an NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
When you need bulk landscaping supplies, think Creative Landscaping. When you need river rock to finish off that flower bed or mulch to go around all your trees, think Creative Landscaping. When you need bulk compost or it's time to fill that big hole in your yard with dirt, think Creative Landscaping. Whether it's bulk mulch, compost, rock, dirt, landscaping blocks, or boulders, if you need it, they'll have it or can get it. They'll deliver or you can pick it up yourself. They'll do the installation or give you advice so you can do it yourself. When you need bulk landscaping materials, think Creative Landscaping.
Back here at Knoxville High School, 14-13 is the score with Knoxville on top of PCM. And we will come back and we'll have the second half of action. You've been listening to the People's Bank Radio Halftime Show. People's Bank in Knoxville, community banking with emphasis on community. Member FDIC. Second half is next on KNIA.
And for any plumbing or heating and cooling project, rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear Ben Hampton.
Break out the turkey and gravy because Raceway Tire and Exhaust is here to say thanks. As Knoxville's one-stop auto service headquarters, we have a lot to be thankful for. From our loyal customers to our fantastic suppliers and employees, everyone plays a part in keeping Raceway Tire rolling. From all of us at Raceway Tire and Exhaust, have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust. We got what you need to get you on the go.
Ready to start the second half of play here in Knoxville. 14-13. Knoxville leads PCM in this, getting ready for the second half of action. Do have another score for you, and probably going to struggle like this throughout the season, but Wayne has defeated Melcher Dallas tonight 60-18. Former Panther standout Kelsey Goff is leading the Saints this year, and she knew, she told me it's going to be a struggle to put points on the board. Underway in this third quarter, PCM will have it. Addison Steenhook to Paige Steenhook inside to Riley Johannes, missed a bunny shot. Battle for the rebound, gets it out to Sophia Steenhook, and it's knocked away and picked up by Paige Steenhook. Steenhook with Larissa Wells on her. Larissa's going to have to be careful with a couple fouls. Here's Addison Steenhook, a 3 off the mark. Rebound to Sophia Steenhook. Boy, Knoxville's not getting rebounds now all of a sudden. Paige Steenhook gets it into Johannes. Johannes towards the basket. Now to Addison Steenhook. And here's a shot blocked, recycled by Larissa Wells. Larissa down court, driving in, will stop, get it out to Hannah Duncan, fakes a shot, puts up it, and no good. Rebound to PCM. Now with it is Addison Steenhook. Steenhook goes over to Sophia Steenhook on the left side. Now back up top to Paige Steenhook, gets it over to Emily Foster, puts up the shot and hits, and PCM has its first lead of the game. 15-14 with 6:47 remaining in the third quarter. Now here is Larissa Wells with the ball. Wells will put up the shot and could not get it. When Knoxville's just kind of throwing up shots, I think they're hoping they're going to get fouled, and nothing gets called. And Anna Butel in the backcourt gets called for a foul. That is her first, team's first of the half. Addison Steenhook will have it now. Steenhook across midcourt. Steenhook now dumps it inside to Johannes. Johannes spin pass inside to Paige Steenhook. Can't get anything going, out to Foster. And a 3-second violation called on the Mustangs. Final score of Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Cliff Douglas Insta Radio update. Pella easily over Mount Pleasant tonight, 63-43. So Dutch will start off 1-0. Here's Larissa Wells. Passes out to Hannah Duncan. She'll put up the runner. That time she gets it. Hannah Duncan scores her third point of the night and gives Knoxville the lead back, 16-15. Here is Addison Steenhook with the ball. Steenhook will lob it and lobs it right out of bounds. So he'll turn back over to Knoxville. I think if either team goes on like a 5 or 6 point run, this might be the put either one away, because neither team has had more than about a 4-point lead. Here is Hannah Duncan. She'll go to the basket again. Can't get it, but she's fouled. Hannah Duncan twice now has taken the basketball strong to the hole and gets fouled. This will go on Riley Johannes. Her first, team's first of the half. And at the line is Hannah Duncan for the Panthers. Has a free throw to her credit. And another one. She's got 4 points. Gives Knoxville a 2-point lead, 17-15. And the second one's short, but Charlie Heffron comes with that way with the rebound. Falls down, ball loose, and it's tied up. It'll stay with Knoxville. I think Coach Richard is happy with the hustle. It's just need to put the shots in. Emma Duncan comes off the bench. I think Charlie got a little shaken up out there, and she'll head to the sidelines to catch her breath a little bit. And Anna Butel will come out. So Sierra Heffron, Brittany Baycorn, Emma Duncan, Hannah Duncan, and Larissa Wells are the Panthers on the floor right now. Baycorn has it. Baycorn to the basket, puts up the shot, blocked. Rebound, Hannah Duncan, and she gets sandwiched by a couple of Mustangs. That's going to go on Sophia Steenhook. That'll be 3 on her now. And here is Hannah Duncan. Duncan to the hole and couldn't get it. And the rebound. Well, no, it's going to be a foul. That'll be on PCM. And that's going to be on Sophia Steenhook. That is 4 on her, so she is in some major foul trouble now. She's kind of been saddled with some foul trouble most of the game. Hannah's first free throw on the way, nothing but net. 18-15 now. And off the bench for PCM comes Evelyn Burkett, and Sophia Steenhook will have to sit out for probably a good portion of this second half. Duncan's second free throw, in and out. 18-15. Here comes Addison Steenhook with the ball. Steenhook coming towards the left side, goes to Paige Steenhook. Now she has it ripped away by Larissa Wells. Wells across the timeline, gaining speed, drives in, spins. And they're going to call Larissa for an offensive foul. They say she extended the elbow. So that's 3 on Larissa Wells. I think Larissa's kind of frustrated with some of the fouls that's been called against her. So PCM has it again. Evelyn Burkett has the ball now. Burkett will get it to Addison Steenhook. Steenhook across the logo. Steenhook going to the left side. Steenhook, and she lost the ball. Was it knocked away by Emma Duncan? Officials are conferring, and they say it is Knoxville ball. They took a few extra seconds, and I'd rather they do that than make a signal and it not be right. So they did talk about it and got the call correctly. Here is Brittany Baycorn on the left side. Baycorn goes to Hannah Duncan on the baseline. Goes back up top to Sierra Heffron. Heffron one dribble to Brittany Baycorn. Now to Hannah. Hannah Duncan drives in. Will put up a shot. Go! Almost got it in. I thought that thing was going down. It went literally halfway in and spun back out. Johannes with the ball now. Over to Paige Steenhook under the basket to Emily Foster. Can't get the shot off, and the ball trickles out of bounds. It will stay with PCM. 4:14 remaining in the third quarter. Knoxville 18, PCM 15. Points have been at a premium tonight. Here is Burkett with the ball, and an offensive foul away from the ball. Looks like they're going to get Emily Foster for being a little too aggressive on that pick. That's her first foul, and yet another turnover for the Mustangs. Coach Rodriguez questioning that call. Here comes Emma Duncan across midcourt. Over to Hannah Duncan on the left side wing. Hannah will launch a three. Splash down! Our first one of the year goes to the freshman Hannah Duncan. 21-15, Knoxville's biggest lead of the contest. PCM with the ball. Here is Foster with it. Foster goes over to Johannes. Riley Johannes on the left side. Gets it to Foster on the block. Tries to push her way in. Fall away jumper is good off the backboard. Nice move by Emily Foster to get that one to go. Cuts Knoxville's lead to 4. Now here is Emma Duncan. Duncan drives in. Euro step, and she scores. Emma Duncan is really good at that Euro step, and they're allowing that more and more on the high school level. 23-17, and a timeout called by PCM. We'll see if it's a full or a 30. It's a full. 3:19 remaining in the third quarter. 23-17 Knoxville. This is Knoxville basketball from the Knoxville Hospital and Clinics radio broadcast booth on KNIA.
Hey Knoxville, People's Bank is now open and we want you to know. Community banking is back. I'm Bailey Nichols.
I'm Jake Crozier.
I'm Maggie Lovett.
And I'm Emily Wallace.
We're your new People's Bank crew. We are local, we are community focused, and we are here for you. Come see us at 413 East Main Street in Knoxville.
Knoxville is our hometown.
Back here at Knoxville High School, 23-17. The Panthers lead it over PCM. Panthers have put together a little bit of a run here in the middle portion of the third quarter, in case you missed it. PCM actually held the lead for a little bit at 17-16, but Knoxville has run off the last 7, including a 3. Our first splashdown of the year going to Hannah Duncan. PCM will have it. Inbounding in front of her own bench is Paige Steenhook. Steenhook gets the ball from the official. She'll get it into Elena Buswell. Buswell Top of the key, dumps it into Maddie Reed, cutting to the basket, but couldn't get the shot to fall. And the rebound comes into the hands of Hannah Duncan. Hannah will take it up across the timeline, crosses the logo, gets it to Emma Duncan. Emma now out to Sierra Heffron on the left side. Will dribble around, goes to Butel. 3 on the way. Banking good. The Bank of Knoxville still open for out of late night deposits. 26-17. Panthers up by 9 now. Biggest lead of the game for both teams. Now here is Paige Steenhook with the ball. Over to Maddie Reed on the left side. Reed dribbling into the lane. Cut off. Throws it back outside to Burkett. Burkett now into the lane. Puts up the shot and in. She just kind of stopped. And I think she just kind of was a little indecisive, but then decided, oh, what the heck, I'll put it up. And she got 2 points out of that. Here is Brittany Baycorn. She'll launch one. It's no good. Rebound to Hannah Duncan on the baseline. Hannah brings it back out. She'll go over to Brittany Baycorn on the left side. Now to Sierra Heffron. Inside to Baycorn. Puts it up. Couldn't get the shot to fall. And Brittany will get a couple of free throws. Brittany giving up some very good efforts tonight here in this game. And she's kind of on the fence of going out for basketball this year, but I told her, say, hey, I'm glad you're out, if nothing else, for depth. But, boy, she's going to be a contributor this year. She keeps doing this. First free throw on the way is no good, off the back of the iron. Anna Anderson back in. I'm going to change my number on my scorecard. She's 40 instead of 44. We'll give Coach Richard a pass on that since he's new. The new guy. Brittany's second free throw off the front of the rim, but it goes out of bounds. And he'll stay with Knoxville. Peyton Horn checks in. She will be replacing Baycorn. So it's Peyton Horn, Emma Duncan, Hannah Duncan, Anna Anderson, and Sierra Heffron. So a very young lineup out there for Knoxville right now. Emma, the only junior, I believe, out there. Here is Emma, top of the key. Looks around, lobs a pass to Horn. Up top, inside to Anna Anderson, and she is fouled. I was impressed with Anna Anderson. She got some JV time. And boy, she is not afraid to get in there and scratch and claw around. Maddie Reed gets her first foul, team 6. Knoxville just has 2, so Knoxville can still be aggressive. Here is Sierra Heffron trying to trigger in, looking, lobs it out to Hannah Duncan, back to Sierra Heffron in the corner. Now to Emma Duncan. Lost it, got it back, will chase down for it. Emma now picked up by Elena Buswell. Emma out to Peyton Horn, drives in, kicks it out to Sierra Heffron, 18-footer, good! Sierra Heffron sinks one from the right side, and another turnover for PCM. Paige Steenhook could not trigger that one down, and Coach Rodriguez has to bring in some players off the bench. One of them, Sophia Steenhook, she's got 4 fouls. It's Steenhook times 3 with Johannes and Foster on the basket, on the court for Knoxville, for PCM. Here's Hannah Duncan with the ball. Hannah ends back to Emma. Between the circles, gets a pick from Butel. She'll take one, and good, no good. Rebound, chased down by Emma Duncan on the baseline. Now Emma brings it back out. Emma drives the baseline, puts up the runner, no good. Rebound, tipped around and into the hands of Emily Foster. Mustangs on the attack with 1 minute remaining in the third quarter, and Knoxville up by 9. Here is Steenhook inside to Foster. Foster back outside to Paige Steenhook. To Foster again. Foster turnaround shot is no good. Ball will be yanked out of bounds by Anderson. Credit Sierra Heffron for her defense there, as Foster just could not get a clean look at it. Charlie Heffron is back in. Peyton Horn back in as well. 48.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Sophia Steenhook will have it inbounding on the end of Panthers. Gets it into Foster. Foster now goes to Paige Steenhook from the elbow. Puts it up, no good. Rebound into the lap of Peyton Horn. She'll clear it to Hannah Duncan. Duncan now across the logo. Over to Sierra Heffron. 3, no good. Rebound off the hands of Anna Anderson. She couldn't corral it before going out of bounds. And PCM will have it with 32.1 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Paige Steenhoek will trigger into the youngest Steenhoek, Addison, who I've been very impressed with. You can tell she is going to be a good player before it's all over. Sophia Steenhoek gets it into Foster. Foster back outside to Paige. A 3 is good. She's really been the only one that's been shooting well from the outside. Cuts the lead down to 6 at 28-22 with 13 seconds remaining. Knoxville plays for the last shot. Here's Peyton Horn with the ball on the right side. Goes to Hannah and traveling. Looks like Peyton might have gotten a little impatient there and might have had a little indecision on that. So PCM will have it now. Here's Paige Steenhoek dribbling down. Back to Addison, nearly an over and back. And it is. The trailing official calls over and back. And now Knoxville has it. Butel, Emma Duncan, and Larissa Wells will check in. Coach Richard getting some of his shooters in for the final 2.2 of the quarter. Emma will take it out just beyond the half-court line. Emma looking around. Gets it into Larissa Wells. 2-1. Puts up the runner. Good! Larissa Wells at the buzzer. Cans it from the right side. 10-footer. And the Panthers have a 30-22 lead as we head to the fourth quarter of play. This is Knoxville basketball from the Knoxville Hospital and Clinics radio broadcast booth on KNIA.
Hi, I'm Samantha Ollinger, and one of my favorite things to do is to help health insurance clients here at McKay Group. At McKay Group, we have a lot of choices so we can make sure you have the right health insurance plan from the right carrier and at a price that's affordable to you. And when something goes wrong, we're right here to take care of things. We treat you like a neighbor and a friend because that's what you are, a neighbor and a friend to McKay Group. I have worked at McKay Group for about 6 years now, and I love it. I love getting to help others in the local community. If you want to talk to me or one of my other people I work with, just pick up the phone and call McKay Group, 641-842-2135.
Ready to start the fourth and final quarter of play here in Knoxville. 30-22. Panthers up over the Mustangs as we start the fourth quarter of play. A little more scoring in this third quarter than we had in the entire game. PCM will start with the ball in this fourth quarter, trailing by 8. Here's Sophia Steenhoek driving the baseline. Gets it out to Paige Steenhoek. Over to Johannes. Puts up an off-balance shot. No good. And out of bounds off of, they say Knoxville. Hannah Duncan was there to try to save it in. And probably better served to just let it go out of bounds. But you're not going to get upset with the hustle at all. Sophia Steenhoek to trigger in. Boy, nobody open. Just barely beats a 5-second count. And then she has to throw it all the way into the backcourt. And it goes out of bounds. Well, Knoxville may not be putting up the points tonight, but boy, you limit someone to 22 points by the fourth quarter. You're playing some good defense. And, PCM's turned it over. I get it. Here's Baycorn with the ball. Baycorn drives the baseline, puts it up, can't get it. Boy, she got crashed into big time. And then she tried to take it away from Johannes and gets another possession for Knoxville. Johannes just kind of lazily threw the ball down, and Brittany was right there. So Baycorn will trigger in from the eye, and the official is telling her to go to the sidelines. Does she have some blood? Yep, she does. She's got some blood on her knee pad, apparently, and not sure if there was a cut on her knee that's soaked through or not, but they got to bring in Emma Duncan. She gets it into Sierra Heffron. Now over to Hannah Duncan. Back to Emma. 3. No good. Rebound. Ping pongs into the hands of Larissa Wells. Can't get the shot to fall. Anna Butel takes it away, and she's clobbered. Anna Butel just said, hey, give me that, and she gets a couple of free throws. Coach Rodriguez says, I wanted a jump ball, and she's not going to get it. Still attending to Brittany Baker, and I don't think she's injured. I think she might have just got a cut, and officials notice some blood on her knee pad as Butel misses a shot. Looks like Brittany's getting set to check back in. So she really wasn't in any pain. I don't even think she realized what was going on. The officials spotted her knee pad, and so Butel rolls that one in, and Bacorn will check back in after a brief timeout. And Butel will sit back down. 31-22, Knoxville equaling its biggest lead of the contest. It's with 7:18 remaining in this fourth quarter. Johannes with the ball on the elbow, and she threw it away into the hands of Larissa Wells. Wells across midcourt on the spin. She lost it, picked up by Emma Duncan, and now it's still loose. And there's a tie-up, and they'll go to PCM. That was a sloppy possession there, and Coach Richard pointing to a couple of his girls saying, calm down and just hold on to the ball. Eddyville-Blakesburg has defeated Pleasantville 64-45. That's a good Pleasantville team, too. So looks like the Rockets are going to be a challenge for everybody this year as well. Here's Addison Steenhook with the ball. Steenhook will launch from the baseline. No good. Rebound taken away by Emma Duncan. Down court to Brittany Bacorn. All alone. Lays it up. Scores. Emma Duncan playing quarterback. Brittany Bacorn on a fly pattern. Touchdown. And she scores her 2. And another steal on the other end. Emma Duncan with a 33-22. Panthers in double figures. This run by Knoxville, I said if you get about a 5 or 6 point run, you're going to probably put the opponent away. Bacorn misses, puts it back up, gets fouled. Call's going to go on Riley Johannes. That is her third. Balanced scoring for the Panthers. Hannah Duncan with 8, Emma Duncan with 6, Brittany with 5. Could get 6 and 7 with 2 makes here on the way, and that is no good. Most of her free throws tonight have been long. Oh, I guess I'd rather have them long than short. Larissa Wells with 2 points, but her teammates have really been picking her up. And Charlie Heffron with 6. And Brittany misses them both, but Emma Duncan has the rebound, and she gets tied up. It'll stay with Knoxville.
Jump ball, possession, Knoxville. Half price, pizza and hot dogs.
Ellie Davis comes in. They just announced half-price pizza and hot dogs. Of course, Turner DeVore again back on the PA mic here at Panther Gym. Of course, Panthers baseball coach and color announcer for football this past season on KNIA. Here is Larissa Wells. Wells over to Heffron. 3 on the way. It gets it blocked, and it clangs off the side of the backboard. And Coach Richards says, calm down, girls. We got an 11-point lead. Here's Sophia Steenhook with it. Steenhook works it around to Paige Steenhook. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound, Brittany Bacorn skies in there and yanks it away from everybody. She'll clear it to Larissa Wells. Wells now over to Emma Duncan. Duncan now lobs it inside. Probably not the greatest idea. Ellie Davis jumps right out of her shoe, literally. You know, the term getting faked out of your shoes, there wasn't a fake. I mean, Ellie Davis literally jumped up and her shoe did not go with her. Thankfully, her foot did, and she gets the shoe replaced. I don't know. That's a racing term, blowout. Is that a blowout? Here is Addison Steenhook behind the back dribble, top of the key, throws it off to Emily Foster. Foster gets it yanked away by Emma Duncan. Duncan on the run. Foster right there. She'll lay it up, no good. And Foster gets called for the foul. We'll see if Emma was in the act of shooting or was on the floor. Well, that's 1-1, so Emma does get at least a 1-1. Well, they're going to say she was in the act, so shooting 2 is Emma. On the way, and she got it. 34-22. Panthers building on that lead. Larissa Wells and Sierra Heffron back in. .5:19 remaining in the game. And Duncan's free throw, both of them swish, 35-22. Panthers up by 13 now. Here's Addison Steenhook with the ball. Been limited to 2 points after 16-point performance against Sheraton the other night. Top of the key goes to Sophia Steenhook. Steenhook now drives in. Goes off to Foster. Foster on the block. Nearly travel. Goes out to Paige Steenhook for a three, and she gets it. That's 3 threes for Paige Steenhook. She's really been the only outside threat for PCM tonight. Cuts the lead down to 10. And here's Larissa Wells, and Paige Steenhook tried to yank the ball away and got a bunch of Larissa's shoulder with her. And that's her second foul. So Larissa goes to the free throw line.
Larissa Wells, the line.
Last season, Larissa wasn't a bad free throw shooter, and the time she got a chance, 66%. Did not play in last year's victory over the Mustangs, 39-32, which was a year plus 1 day ago. She gets the first one to drop, 36-25. Hannah Duncan and Charlie Heffron are back in. Emma Duncan and Anna Butel will sit down for a little bit. Coach Richard probably just giving them a little bit of a rest to see what happens here in the latter part. And Larissa makes 2 big free throws, cuts the lead up to 37-25 with 4:46 remaining in this one. Here comes Addison Steenhook trotting it up across the timeline, met there by Brittany Baycorn. Steenhook on the dribble, gets it knocked away, and she'll retrieve it. No over and back call there. Here is Steenhook still having, boy, Brittany Baycorn's playing some really nice defense. Here is Foster on the inside, gets out to Steenhook, 3 on the way. That is no good, and Baycorn's going to get called for the foul. That'll be 3 free throws coming for Addison Steenhook. Oh, they say foul was after the shot. So no free throws apparently. That's Brittany's 3rd foul.
Fouls on Baycorn, her third.
Yep, no foul, no free throws. And again, Coach Rodriguez not thrilled with the outcome of that one. Here is Addison Steenhook, goes to Paige Steenhook. Paige now, whistle away from the ball, and that will be, I believe, on Knoxville. Thought they called that on Sierra Heffron. Haven't posted on the scoreboard yet. And the official in the scorer's bench is wondering who the foul was on. Okay, it's on Charlie Heffron. I had the family right, but the wrong sister. And the scorer's bench was like me, like, who was the foul on? Here's a catch and shoot by Foster, and she gets it on the baseline. 10-point lead now for Knoxville, 37-27 with 4:08 remaining in this game. Game's not over yet. Down court, here is Sierra Heffron, gets it poked out of bounds. And Coach Richard's going to call a timeout. I think he's kind of sensing that his girls are getting a little impatient there on the offensive end. We'll see if that's a 60 or a 30. It will be a full. 4 minutes remaining in this one, 37-27, Knoxville over PCM. Back after this, you're listening to Knoxville basketball on KNIA.
For an easy gift for someone on your holiday shopping list? This Friday only, when you buy $150 worth of select gift cards at the Hy-Vee stores in Pella and Knoxville, you'll get a free $20 Hy-Vee gift card for yourself. Get gift cards to Kohl's, Starbucks, Apple, Bass Pro Shops, Applebee's, Xbox, PlayStation, Lowe's, Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond, and tons more. When you spend $150, you'll get a free $20 Hy-Vee gift card. This deal is good this Friday only, Black Friday at the Pella and Knoxville Hy-Vees.
4 minutes remaining in this one. And it is 37-27, Knoxville with the lead over PCM. End of the third quarter, it is 44-24. Indianola leading Urbandale. Indianola girls are going to be something special, I think, this year. They're already number 2 in Class 4A, according to the Iowa High School Girls Athletic Union, their preseason polls. Our next broadcast, next Tuesday, it's the boys' turn to play PCM. Coach Fred Lawrence, a legend, coming in, bringing his Mustangs here for a match against Troy Pearson's first game as Knoxville head coach. Here's Emma Duncan, 3, no good. Rebound, fought for, and it comes into the hands of PCM. Down court, and Johannes nearly got her head taken off by Paige Steenhook. I don't know if that was going to, if she wanted to go to Johannes, and Riley just didn't see it coming, but that thing about took her head off. Brittany Baycorn will trigger in front of the PCM bench. And she gets it into Larissa Wells, and she gets fouled by Paige Steenhook. You know, they were letting them play earlier. Now they're kind of calling about everything they see, which I'm not complaining. I mean, you know, these officials have done a good job. That's Paige Steenhook's third foul, but, you know, you kind of call it one way in the first half, and then you completely reverse yourselves and call it the opposite in the second half. Larissa Wells at the free throw line, kind of a line drive shot that goes in and gets Knoxville back up by 11. Charlie Heffron will replace Anna Butel. Of course, you mentioned Panthers versus Cancer. Anna, very historical figure in Panthers versus Cancer. She was the very first honoree of the very first Coaches versus Cancer many years ago. She was a mere toddler when they honored her. Emma misses the second one. Under the basket, ball knocked away. Addison Steenhook has it, turns, fakes, and she gets fouled. And Emma Duncan kind of hops up and down, thinking, I don't think I should have done that, because Addison Steenhook had no chance of that shot going in. And that's Emma's second foul. And Addison Steenhook just 2 points on the night tonight for PCM after 16 on Saturday against Sheraton. And she misses the first free throw. 3:30 remaining in the game. Knoxville 38, PCM 27. It was a 14-13 game at halftime, led by Knoxville, and the Panthers have really came out in that second half. And an inbound mistake by Brittany Baycorn, and Sophia Steenhook takes advantage, and it's now under 10. Here comes Emma Duncan up to Brittany Baycorn. Baycorn on the baseline, looking for help, goes to Charlie Heffron, out to Larissa Wells, puts up the shot, short, rebound to Charlie, goes to Hannah, puts up the shot and in from the baseline. Hannah Duncan with her 10th point of the night gives Knoxville a 10-point lead. Here's Addison Steenhook, knocked up in the air, and it goes over to Sophia Steenhook on the baseline. Puts it up, and she gets called for traveling. Coach Richard was wanting a charge. Charlie Heffron got ran over by Addison Steenhook, but they call a travel. Boy, Charlie's been hitting the floor hard. She can't come up grimacing a couple times, but she's also one of Coach Richard's soccer players, so she have a lot to set her down. Here's Larissa Wells to Baycorn, over to Hannah Duncan, out to Emma Duncan. Emma now with 2:43 remaining. It's going to be a good time for Knoxville to just kind of shave some time off the clock here. Larissa now has the ball. Larissa goes over to Hannah Duncan, top of the key. Hannah now looks around, drives in, and now she gets grabbed by Riley Johannes. I think Coach Rodriguez is sensing that Knoxville is going to play some keep away. Okay, Anna Butel. Okay, a moving screen. So apparently Butel's foul was before Johannes. So Knoxville will turn it over again. Here is Sophia Steenhook with it. Steenhook on the baseline, nearly thrown away, was knocked out of bounds by Emma Duncan. Boy, Charlie Heffron has been almost a wall there by for some of the PCM players. Here is Paige Steenhook with it. Goes to Sophia Steenhook. And a pick from Johannes. Steenhook on the left side. Goes over to Addison Steenhook, top of the key. Spins a pass to Johannes. Johannes on the elbow. Looking around. Good defense by Hannah. Picks it outside to Paige Steenhook. Three is way off the mark. Missed everything. And the ball goes out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this one. 40-30. Knoxville with the lead over PCM. Anna Butel returns, and Charlie Heffron will head to the bench. Now here comes Brittany Baycorn. Baycorn down the baseline. Baycorn on the other end will lay it up. No good. Coach Richard saying, that is not what I wanted. Here is Addison Steenhook. Puts up the shot and couldn't get it. And another foul on Emma Duncan. Late game situations, I think, for the next week and a half or so will be emphasis in practice. Next game for Knoxville, Panthers will hit the road next Thursday to Van Meter. Addison Steenhook makes a free throw. That is just her fourth point of the night. Charlie Heffron back in for Anna Butel. So it's Heffron, Baycorn, Duncan ×2, and Larissa Wells. Steenhook's second free throw goes in. 40-32, back to an 8-point lead for Knoxville. Here is Larissa Wells with it. Wells dribbles up across the timeline, and she gets fouled. Coach Richard was wanting a foul about 5 seconds earlier. And so Larissa will head to the free throw line. That's on Paige Steenhook. That is her fourth. So she's going to have to watch herself. Again, she's been really PCM's only outside threat of the game. And Wells misses a free throw again. So Larissa will have another opportunity. Second one on the way, and that one goes in. And the lead is back up to 9. Here is Paige Steenhook. Goes over to Addison across the timeline. Down court to Sophia Steenhook. That was an all Steenhook possession. And that will be a foul on Knoxville. That will go on Charlie Heffron. That is her third, team's 8th. Sophia Steenhook at the free throw line. Rattles out the first one. 1:32 remaining in the game. Knoxville leads 41-32. Steenhook's second free throw goes in, and the lead is back down to 8. Pressure defense by PCM. Here's Brittany Baycorn with it across the timeline. Goes down to Hannah Duncan. Duncan now waits, goes over to Charlie Heffron. 3 on the way. Splash down from the right side goes Charlie Heffron. That was a huge 3 there. Puts Knoxville up by 11. And oh my goodness, they're going to call a foul on Charlie Heffron. She was right there and did not move. That is her fourth. A reaction from Michael Splavik on that one. Addison Steenhook misses on the free throw. Charlie Heffron will take a seat as Butel comes back in, and Coach Richard just the hands on hips looking at her is like, you did all you could do. Steenhook's second free throw. She cans that one. 44-34 with 1:09 remaining. Here is Emma Duncan with the ball. Duncan goes down to Brittany Baycorn. Baycorn across the timeline to Hannah Duncan. Out to Anna Butel. Butel in the corner. Back over to Hannah. And they'll string it back out, and Emma has the ball now. Back over to Larissa Wells. Nearly threw that one away. And then a fouler. That'll be on Emily Foster. PCM's going to have to start fouling here very quickly.
High school boys basketball over their season Tuesday for PCM.
That will be Foster's third foul. And Larissa Wells will be at the free throw line. First one on the way is around and in. 45-34. If you'd have told me either one of these teams are going to get to 40 points at halftime, I would have told you you're crazy. But boy, Knoxville's really turned it up. 31 second half points so far. Charlie Heffron off the bench, and she'll go in for Anna Butel. A lot of offense for defense substitutions for Coach Richard right now. And Larissa Wells' second free throw. Missed that one. Rebound. Heffron back up. No good. Rebound. Bacorn. No good. And PCM has it. Paige Steenhook across the timeline to Addison Steenhook. PCM's going to have to throw up some shots in a hurry. And a timeout, I believe, called. Yep, timeout called by PCM. 39.1 seconds remaining in this one. 45-34 is your score. Full timeout called by the Mustangs. Give you a game reset here with 39.1 seconds remaining. Panthers lead it by a score of 45-34. And the foul situation, PCM has reached the double bonus limit. Knoxville, one more foul puts the Mustangs into the double bonus. Timeout situation, 2 for PCM, 3 for Knoxville. Possession error, which at this point really doesn't mean a ton, is favoring the Mustangs. Panthers will have about a week and a half until they are in action again against Van Meter on the road. And then come back home 2 nights later to take on Oskaloosa. That's actually a Saturday afternoon game that we will have here on 95.3 KNIA. And our first doubleheader of the season won't be until December 7th at Clark, when the South Central Conference season starts. Inbounding is Sophia Steenhook. She'll get it into Paige Steenhook on the left side, puts up the shot and got it. Paige Steenhook gets the foul and the basket. 11 points for her, and that is a 4th foul on Larissa Wells. And Steenhook's free throw is no good. Rebound to Emma Duncan. Duncan now gets it to Larissa Wells. Wells gets triple teamed, and I do believe they call a foul finally. I believe that went on Paige Steenhook, and that is her 5th foul. Maddie Reed will check in for Steenhook. And at the line, Larissa Wells with 30.4 seconds remaining. First one up, it is good, 46-36. And Wells, second free throw on the way. No good, and a rebound to Riley Johannes. Johannes down court. Boy, Charlie Heffron got whopped inside to Foster, and she scores. Now here is Larissa Wells on the other end. Wells in the corner, nearly gets it stolen away, and a timeout called by Coach Richard with 13.9 seconds remaining. 13.9 to go, 8-point lead. Knoxville seemingly safe here now. And I'm sure Coach Richard is just reminding them of some basics here in the last few moments of the game. Stay tuned for the Knoxville Farm and Home Radio postgame show. We'll interview Coach Matt Richard. Try to get PCM coach Sammy Allison Rodriguez on as well. As PCM looks like the Mustangs will fall to 0-2 on the season. Look ahead for PCM. And they will be traveling to Montezuma on Thursday of next week. So that will not be a easy one at all. Last check, Montezuma was beating Pella Christian quite comfortably. Final score, Indianola has defeated Urbandale 58-32. And then the following night on Friday, December 3rd, PCM will start Heart of Iowa Conference play against Nevada, who is always a major challenge for anybody. 13.9 seconds remaining, and Brittany Baycorn will have it inbounds. She'll get it into Emma Duncan. Duncan lobs it out to Larissa Wells. Wells with it across the timeline down to 8. Ball knocked away, and it will stay with Knoxville with 7.2 seconds remaining. And you can just about put the 1 in the W column for Knoxville. Baycorn gets it into Charlie Heffron. Heffron now holding high. PCM is not even going to foul. Out to Emma Duncan, and she'll just hold for the remainder of the game, and that'll do it. Knoxville's season opener is successful. A 46-38 victory over PCM. Hard fought, and it was quite the rock fight early on, but Knoxville managed to get a little bit of distance in the third quarter and come away with the victory. We'll be back for the Knoxville Farm and Home radio postgame show right after this. You're listening to Knoxville basketball on KNIA.
There are a lot of seasons we look forward to. For you, Hunter's deer season is certainly one of them. During the rut, we could all potentially go deer hunting anytime we get behind the wheel. Deer are on the move, and we urge you to drive with extra caution this time of year. If you are unfortunate enough to have a run-in with a big buck or one of his family members, rest assured that you will receive premium service with a quality repair with Marion County Auto Body. It is no accident the area's leading collision repair center is Marion County Auto Body in Knoxville.
Pole barns were originally engineered in the 1930s. Over the years, the materials and techniques have been vastly improved. Modern-day construction make for versatile buildings used for housing, commercial use, or storage. Dutch Mill Supply is your pole barn specialist.
Our patient census is always changing. Our patients' problems are always changing. The needs of our community are always evolving. With that, there obviously needs to be improvements in our emergency department so we can meet those demands of our patients.
Day off right. Come downtown. Hi, this is Heidi at Downtown Diner. We are open Tuesday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., offering affordable meals with generous portions. Need a burger at 7 a.m. or a Big Boom breakfast at noon? No problem. Our entire menu is open for dine-in or carry-out. Give us a call, 641-828-2050 for carry-out, or come see us at 119 West Main Street for dine-in. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for daily specials. We look forward to serving you.
Klein's Quick Time is proud to announce that they have hired a new ASC certified technician named Tim Radcliffe. Now with Radcliffe working, Klein's Quick Time will be offering complete auto repair and maintenance on your vehicle. And don't forget, they still do oil changes and unlimited car washes for just $30. Stop in and say hello to Tim Radcliffe and the rest of the Quick Time crew at Klein's Quick Time, your home for quick service.
Want to find the complete facility with a total workout package? Join the Knoxville Recreation Center and take advantage of all of our membership benefits. What other place in town can you swim, lift weights, take a fitness class, shoot baskets, relax in a sauna or hot tub? All this is under one roof. We're open 96 hours a week to meet your fitness, recreation, and wellness needs. Stop out and see us at 800 South Park Lane. You'll be glad you did. Get fit at the Knoxville Recreation Center. For the latest information on the Recreation Center, call 828-0580 or find us on Facebook at City of Knoxville, Iowa Parks and Recreation.
Back here at Knoxville High School, Panthers defeat PCM by a score of 46-38 in the girls basketball opener. Welcome to the Knoxville Farm and Home radio postgame show. Knoxville Farm and Home, what a farm and home store should look like. Panthers balanced scoring again. Hannah Duncan had 10 points, 8 from Emma Duncan, and 11 from Larissa Wells, 5 from Brittany Baycorn, 9 from Charlie Heffron, and a lot of other contributions as well for Knoxville. Get a chance to chat with Coach Matt Richard. In fact, we'll take a break, and we'll come back. We'll have Matt Richard on for the Knoxville Farm and Home radio postgame show on 95.3 KNIA.
Hi, I'm Robert Poppy, ag lender at Marion County Bank. We salute the farmers and their families in Marion and surrounding counties. We know that for today's farmers to be successful, it takes more than just hard work and dedication. It takes a commitment. At Marion County Bank, we're committed to our area farmers' success too. As our area's leading ag bank, we invite you to visit with one of our ag loan officers at our Pella or Knoxville office for all of your ag lending needs, concerns, and opportunities. We have the experience and expertise to help with your farming operation. Marion County Bank, serving you, building community. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Joe Cunningham with Cunningham Financial Services. My family and I are proud to make Knoxville our home. Great things are happening in our community. New developments, new and innovative schools, a booming manufacturing economy, and most of all, the great people. Give us a call at 828-6173 or stop by 305 East Main to Cunningham Financial Services, your retirement headquarters.
Securities offered through Securities America Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through U.S. Advisors Wealth Management, Cunningham Financial Services. U.S. Advisors and Securities America companies are separate entities. Back here on the Knoxville Farm and Home Radio postgame show as the Knoxville Panthers defeat the PCM Mustangs in high school girls basketball by a score of 46-38. Balanced scoring. Hannah Duncan with 10 points, 9 from Charlie Heffron, 8 each from Emma Duncan and Larissa Wells. And we're joined now by Panther girls basketball coach Matt Richards. Well, you're 1-0. That was hard fought at times, but your impressions on first night were everything's flying for real.
Yeah, you know, the first half was, you could tell it was the first half of regular season basketball. Both teams weren't very efficient, weren't very effective, pretty sloppy. You could tell there was nerves, you know, which is expected. Both teams are pretty young. Second half, you know, both coaches made some adjustments and things just started to click a little bit. But yeah, you know, like you said, 1-0 is a heck of a lot better than 0-1. So
you got on that run about midway through the third quarter. What all of a sudden changed? Because it just seemed like you went from stagnant to, okay, you're up by 7 or 8 in just almost no time.
You know, yeah, you're right. The word there is stagnant. That's the word I used at halftime too. You know, we started setting some ball screens and we started setting some down screens just to try to facilitate some motion. We were really over dribbling a lot in the first half, and that's exactly what we've practice to not do. So I was like, girls, you know, we've done this in practice, you know, our 20-minute sessions, that type of stuff. And to their credit, they started to execute it. And, you know, it's always nice also. We hit a couple threes, and that's just, it opens things up.
And defensively, I'm sure you got to be happy about defense. I mean, at one time, you had them at 22 points heading into the fourth quarter. I mean, still 36 or 38 points. I don't win you some games. You hold teams to that score.
Yeah, you know, and we've talked about that before when we did our preseason thing. We're going to have to keep teams down. As we saw in the first half, we can struggle a little bit in the half court until we get, you know, that fixed a little bit. But yeah, you hold teams to 22 points through 3 quarters, and they had 13 at half. That's a good thing. We lost our scout a little bit, you know, with number 5 and 14 for them, the Steenhook girls. To their credit, they're really good players, and we lost them, and we just have to be better than that mentally.
Your young players, Hannah Duncan had led with 10 points. You know, I can tell she's got some good skills. You know, a little raw, but you know, overall, you know, not too bad.
Yeah, I kind of challenged her at halftime in the first half. I don't think she scored in the first half. I'd have to go back and look at the book. If she did, it might have been like a free throw or something like that. I was like, Hannah, you know, you're a good player. Against Ottumwa the other day in the Pride scrimmage, she was very active, very engaged. In the first half, I don't know if it was that freshman nerves or whatever the case may be, but second half, she was completely different. It was like, hey, you know, we're going to have her score. You know, if we can get 10 points a night from her, that'd be great. You know, she's going to be a big player for us for the next 4 years.
And, you know, you got a balanced scoring, which you're going to have. But, you know, girls that we're not used to seeing the last couple of years because they really haven't had to score, now they do have to put up points. Larissa with 8, Emma Duncan, you know.
She can step out and shoot. She made a 3 against Ottumwa as well. She's going to have to be, you know, get some points in there. And then I like the word you use. We were balanced. You know, we had, 10, 9, 8, 8. And then Anna Butel had 5 or 6, something like that, I believe. So, you know, it's the defense can't target any one player. You know, Emma Duncan, I anticipate getting up there a little bit more. She's nowhere near 100% with that ankle right now, and you can tell. So.
And now you got a week and a half before you play really, you know, a challenging Van Meter team. But, you know, Knoxville's had success against, you know, the Bulldogs in the past couple of years.
Yeah, I think, wasn't that the triple overtime game
last year?
We were on the road, I believe, for the boys and heard about that or something. Yeah, you know, they're an up-and-coming school. It seems like they're turning into a bigger school, that type of thing. So that will definitely be a challenge for us. We got that moved to next Thursday, so yeah, a week and a half until we play. We're just going to have to work on some refining of that offense. And, the defense there in the fourth quarter giving up 14 points, that isn't good enough either. So,
is that just kind of, smoothing out all the rough edges here in the next week or so?
Yeah, and then locking into a scout. Right now, scouting is kind of difficult, obviously, because there's not a lot to go on. You go on last year, but then we saw PCM in the Pleasantville Fall League, so we knew that Addie Steenhook, the freshman, was going to be a key player, and I watched them. And the girls, to their credit, did a really good job watching. One positive that came out of COVID is everybody puts their stuff on YouTube. So I was sitting at a family Thanksgiving watching high school girls basketball, so we got the scout in there too. So, but yeah, we'll refine. There'll be a lot of self-scout until we get to that, on Tuesday, Wednesday, where we'll scout for Van Meter.
All right. Well, we will probably see you next Saturday when Oskaloosa comes to town. Congrats on the win. I think Mr. Paulson gave the game ball to your wife. So
did he really?
Yeah, there might be some. I don't know. There might be a commemorative.
Win number one officially.
There you go.
So I'll take it.
All right. We'll see you later.
Appreciate it.
That's Matt Richard, Knoxville girls basketball coach. Panthers win it by a score of 46-38 tonight. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the Knoxville Farm and Home Radio postgame show on KNIA.
Hey, Lori, small town living is something we know a little bit about here in Iowa.
We sure do, Mark. The Coffee Connection in Knoxville is that comfortable, familiar place that welcomes you with your favorite cup of coffee you've grown to love.
The Coffee Connection is also the perfect place to meet with friends and enjoy some hometown delicacies. Stop in today and try our popular breakfast burrito or our favorite bagel sandwich.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram to stay up to date on our weekly specials.
The Coffee Connection on the north side of the Knoxville Square. More than just coffee.
Hey guys, you looking for that new look? So walk, jog, or run in to see Paige at the Knoxville Barber Shop. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5 with no appointment needed. Paige can set you up with a basic haircut, to fade, or the classic military cut. If your beard needs a trim, well, Paige can do that too. Knoxville Barber Shop, located in downtown Knoxville.
Back here on the Knoxville Farm and Home Radio postgame show. Knoxville Farm and Home, what a farm and home store should look like. Joined now by Sammy Allison Rodriguez, first-year coach for PCM. And, Coach, disappointing loss. Your thoughts on how things went tonight?
We're really young and we don't have a lot of experience, so I'm not frustrated with that. I'm not disappointed with that. Our goal is to get better every day, and we did get better since Saturday. Put a couple things in yesterday in practice, and they did those things well. We're just going to have to go day by day, and they're working hard for me, and that's all I can ask.
What was working, what was not working in the first half? Seems like neither team really could get into any kind of a rhythm offensively, but defensively, I'm sure you're probably pretty happy with everything.
I think both of the coaches were probably pretty happy with the defensive end. We just couldn't find a way to put it in the bucket. We're going to have to find a way. We're going to have to find a way and get some rhythm on offense. We put a motion in that we're still learning. A lot of young kids that don't have a lot of experience, and that's not an excuse. It's just what it is. So I think we'll get there. I saw some things I really liked today, and we'll keep working on those things.
She's a freshman, but I can already tell Addison Steenhook has got some skills.
I'm very thankful that Addison Steenhook is on my roster. She got a little bit flustered tonight, but, I'm actually glad it happened. I'm glad that we had a game that didn't go super smooth for her because she handles it so well. I like that pressure. I think it'll make her even better in the future.
2 games into the season, and, no one wants to start out 0-2, but I'm thinking you're probably not looking so much at the record as, okay, what are we doing to improve? You'd like to win, but, what's key right now for you and your team going forward?
Yeah, we've got many goals we're trying to hit in every game. We got little mini goals. We're not worrying about the score so much as the goals that we're trying to hit. I think once we start hitting those goals, the score takes care of itself.
And, you got, some tough competition coming up. Montezuma on the way, Nevada. I mean, when you took this job, did you realize how tough of a conference you were going to be into?
I came in kind of blind. I don't know a lot about the area and on the area's teams. I did take a peek at the scores last year with those particular teams. But, again, I think the easiest thing and the best thing for our team is just to focus on what we're doing and try to improve on both ends. And they did that for me tonight, and that's what I want them to do.
With your basketball knowledge, do you try to, not feed them too much and kind of do that overload? I mean, you've coached on the college level, played on the college level, so your knowledge and experience outweighs just about everybody combined. I'm sure.
I don't know about that. I love the game, and I got to coach it at the Division I level for a long time, and for that I'm thankful. But we're trying to put it in slow. I joke with the coaching staff. We'd have 3 months on the college level to get them into shape and get our plays in, and all of this time, and it's just kind of a slow build. And this was like, hey, 2 weeks, here we go. So we're trying to take it slow. I'm super proud of everything they're picking up on the defensive end. The offense, I think, is just going to take us maybe a little bit longer.
What kind of things do you work on between now and I believe next Thursday when you go to Montezuma?
We've been getting after it since day one, so we're going to have a couple days off. They need to go home with their families and take some deep breath and remember that there's lots of life outside of basketball and enjoy this week. And then we'll get back to work, and we'll just keep focusing on the things we need to get better at every day. I can't say it enough. I'm super happy. I know they're disappointed. They don't like losing. I love that. I also don't really love it. But what we can focus on, they're doing that for us.
All right, Coach, good to meet you, and Alex will take care of you the rest of the way.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the coverage.
All right, that's Sammy Allison Rodriguez, PCM girls basketball coach, as Knoxville wins tonight by a score of 46-38. We will come back and we will wrap things up right after this. You're listening to the Knoxville Farm and Home Radio Postgame Show on the 95.3 KNIA.
Keeping your family comfortable does not have to be expensive. Keeping your home comfort system running at peak performance can save you hundreds of dollars each year. Changing filters in your system regularly is something that is simple and inexpensive. New high-efficiency heating and cooling systems can save your family even more. You'll also save with seasonal discounts, factory rebates, and huge tax incentives. Brookwood Incorporated is Knoxville's exclusive Linux Premier dealer. Call 842-4315 today. That's 842-4315 for Brookwood Incorporated in Knoxville. Chasing Dreams is back open for business at a new location. Come check out the new place located at 210 North Lincoln Street. If you need a tattoo from Matt or a piercing from Linda, Chasing Dreams is the place to go. They can turn your dreams into reality. Whether you're looking for a simple tattoo or piercing or half sleeves, full sleeves, whatever you're looking for, Chasing Dreams has you covered, literally. Check out Chasing Dreams' new location at 210 North Lincoln Street, just across from Ken Lock Stadium.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones.
Which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Christy Tarr, agent at 641-673-8965 today.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
Thinking about buying or selling your home? Hi, this is Annie with Iowa Realty Knoxville. We invite you to stop in our office on the Knoxville Square, and one of our licensed realtors will be happy to answer your questions and help you prepare for your next steps. Our office is at 119 East Main, and we're open 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to 4 on Fridays. Or call us at 641-842-2910 to make an appointment. Iowa Realty, your local real estate experts.
Napa know-how! Napa Knoxville knows holiday gifts. Get a MaxiTrack utility camping flashlight for $8.99. Also on sale, get $7.49 for a 5-pack of Hot Wheels toy cars. Light-up speaker and lightning charger, as well as Craftsman headlight and flashlight, all available for $19.99. Also a 3.5-foot charging lightning cable for $16.99 and a Craftsman aluminum pen light for $14.99. All this and more at your local Napa in Knoxville. Now that's Napa know-how!
This is Todd Chambers from the McKay Group. I want to thank everyone who already does their insurance business through us. I want you to know that we've added a lot of carriers over the past couple of years, and we now have more plans and options than ever before. So if you haven't had us review your coverage lately, please give us a call and let us do that. For those who aren't insured clients already, please give us a call at 641-842-2135. This is the best time ever to let us shop your insurance for you, and we would love to earn your business.
Let the fall savings begin at your local Knoxville Farm and Home. Check out the clothing from these brand names like Key, Ariat, Carhartt, Levi, and Wrangler. Keep your feet and hands safe with all of the brands of work boots and gloves. With fall weather here, check out their great savings on portable heaters. That's Knoxville Farm and Home. What a farm and home store should be.
Not all used vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel dent and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Are you in on it?
I'm in on it.
Yep, I'm definitely in on it.
Just got in on it last week.
Yeah, took us by surprise, but we're definitely in on it now. The these people are in on is the surprisingly great rates for auto insurance from State Farm.
Can I get in on it?
Absolutely. Just contact your local State Farm agent today, and you can get in on some surprisingly great rates too. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call me, Jay Olson, here at State Farm, 842-2161.
Contacts offer you freedom and can provide for a more natural visual experience. The experience that we have at iHealth Solutions can really help. The newest lenses offer the ease of one-day wear and disposal, so you will always have a fresh, clean lens and never have to clean or store lenses. There are many ways we can adjust to best fit your lifestyle. We'll help you find the right pair, and we will let you test drive them before making the commitment.
Experience the freedom of contacts. Schedule your contact lens consultation today at Marion County's Vision Specialist, iHealth Solutions in Knoxville.
Back here for a final time on the Knoxville Farm and Home radio postgame show. Knoxville wins it 46-38 over PCM in the girls game. Taking one last look at tonight's final stats presented by Napa in Knoxville and Sheraton. Hannah Duncan leads Knoxville with 10 points, 8 from Emma Duncan, 8 from Larissa Wells, 9 from Charlie Heffron. That is tonight's final stats presented by Napa in Knoxville and Sheraton. Napa know-how. And a reminder that our next broadcast of Knoxville basketball will be next Tuesday as the Panthers will take on PCM in the boys game. This has been the Knoxville Farm and Home radio postgame show. Knoxville Farm and Home, what a farm and home store should look like. We'll have Panthers pregame that night at 7:30. Now, I'm Derek Cardwell. 1 to count on for today's local sports coverage, 95.3 KNIA, and the KHS Activities YouTube channel.